It goes back to what I said earlier. Every single person wants to stick their head in the sand. And it's like the procrastination of it at any age is just you're not doing yourself a favor. Okay. So I think that first of all, I know sometimes it's hard to talk about investments and it's hard to talk about saving and it's hard to talk about anything. Maybe it can be kind of, nerve wracking. I mean, I know a lot of people are like, I don't want to deal with this till after vacation. I mean, I heard it last night and I'm like, what is going on? And I think a lot of the times the way that it is in this world is it's scaring people. Right. And I think that the scare tactics, that's not what it's supposed to be. What it's supposed to be is it's supposed to be a kind of a comfort mechanism.
Hmm.
And if you have it planned the right way and you do it the right way, it's gonna feel good. You're gonna feel free. You're gonna feel freedom. You're gonna feel, you're gonna feel less stressed. And I feel like nowadays everyone thinks that talking financial and talking about money and just kind of chaotic and makes your head kind of blow up. And it's too much stress. And it's just, that's not what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to kind of calm you down. When you have things planned and you have things and you're going over the plan, right? And these plans are adjusted to where your life is, things get easier. You start to feel a little bit better the next day. Okay. It shouldn't be the other way around. Okay. And I think a lot of the times for all you listeners out there, I feel like it's the corporations and maybe some of the social media that's making it feel like that. That's not how you're supposed to feel. Okay. Don't ever feel weird about asking questions about financials. I get that a lot. I get people who are kind of afraid to ask about maybe a stock or ask about a portfolio that they have or ask to just bring it up in general because they're not good with it.
Hmm.
All right. Or they don't have enough education on it. That's the point of changing the plan. Don't stick your head in the sand. Okay. I know it's kind of weird to say, but not many people, even a lot of financial advisors, don't know what the heck they're doing. Okay. They just make models with the corporations above them.
Mhm.
And I know sometimes it can sound pretty wild in the corporations that if any corporations are listening to me, they're going to go, man, he's actually right. They've gotten to the point now where they're literally making models for their financial advisors and the financial advisor doesn't do anything. So, I mean, it's getting to the point where I think that people always think, oh, the AI is going to catch up. AI can do the same thing that all the crappy financial advisors do now. Okay. But they can't do the one most important thing, and that's getting to know a client, the relationship level, the understanding, and the feeling of freedom, the safety. All of that comes from person to person interaction. It doesn't come from an AI model or a model. Okay. I think a lot of the times too, it brings that scarcity, it brings the uneasiness to people because they don't know where they're at. They don't know what their plan is and they think that they do, or the advisor told them what the plan is, but they still don't understand the plan.
Right.
And that's where the uneasiness comes from. And I know it's
Yeah.
out there. Yeah.
And it defeats the purpose of going to a financial advisor if you don't understand the plan after visiting that financial advisor.
It's all out there, Jim. And for all you listeners out there, I'm here to tell you that I can make it easy. Okay. I can make it less stressful. I want you to come to me about those things. I want you to have questions. Don't feel stupid. Don't feel, ignorant. Don't feel any of that. Okay. That's the entire point of you having me, is to be able to educate you and teach you on the things that maybe that you have questions about, but you're never going to get to know those answers if you don't stand up and ask, right? The feeling that you have after and I go through this every single time with clients. The meetings that I have, my first and second meetings, are so much different than my fourth, fifth, sixth meetings because the clients are so much happier and free and they're able to talk more and they're able to open up and ask questions. And it's the comfortability that you have to have when you're with an advisor. You have to be comfortable with getting to ask the questions that you want to know. It's your right. And you should know those things. And I think the lack of education, not the book side, not the equations and the price per earning ratios and the revenue stream and all that, not all the crazy stuff. I'm talking about the basics. Okay. The basics of what a client should know, right? Taxable events, what's happening when you pull out of what, what portfolio, what account, what qualification status is it? Those things matter. Okay. And the moment that a client starts to be educated and start to realize some of those things, not only does it make you feel safer, but it makes you feel a little bit more educated and smarter on what you're doing with your life, right? It makes you feel like a little more confident in your plan. And not only that, it gives you the freedom from then on out to start asking more questions. You start to feel comfortable with trying to figure out where your plan is and why you should change it, instead of going back and sticking your head in the sand and saying, oh, my 401k is over there, or my IRA, or my advisor has my money, I'll deal with that later. Or, oh, it's just over there, I don't need to touch it right now, it's in there. Or, it's invested in something, I have no idea what's in there. That is my worst pet peeve. That is my biggest pet peeve. And if you're out there and you're listening to me, and if you have any investment and you don't know why you're in that investment, that is the biggest problem in the United States right now. Okay. I hear it every single day. Well, it's in something that my advisor has it in something, but I really don't even know what it is or what it does. Come on. I mean, come on, really? It's your money. I mean, that's like throwing your money anywhere else and not knowing where the money is.
Well, that shows a lack of caring, though, from the advisor, that they wouldn't teach the client this is where your money is.
But Jim, it's sad because it's pretty much all of them. And for all the listeners out there listening right now, Jim, and we're talking to them, it's happening every single day. And I'm sure a lot of people that are listening to this are saying, that's me. That is me. And it's sad, but you can fix it, right? Do it for yourself. Don't let a corporation or anyone else take advantage of, your freedom and your stress-free retirement that you've worked your butts off your entire life for, or the planning side of it. Don't stick your head in the sand. Make yourself happier. Make yourself stress-free. Make yourself want to be more confident in where you are in your working field. Maybe you can retire earlier. I mean, I have a lot of clients that happens to. Maybe more income comes earlier, right? Maybe you're in a better place than you think you are. But sadly, the corporations and the advisors don't want to tell you that because they don't want you to take out money sooner. Think about it, guys. When would a corporation ever want you to take out money? What is that going to do for them? All right. And I'm probably, the corporations are probably watching this right now and saying, cut that off. Right. But think about it. You're taking income from the corporations. When you take out money out of any managed account, those managed accounts are either in ETFs that have expense ratio fees, or mutual funds that have expense ratio fees, or they're out of what? They're out of management fees. Okay. So they're losing their income. Your money they take to invest. The more money that the retirees take out, the less money they make. Do you think they're really for that? I mean, I think you guys can answer this question for yourselves. Okay. Start thinking about you. Don't think about everybody else. Don't have anyone else make your decisions and make your goals for you. Okay. It comes from you. Then the plan comes after that. Again, if this is something that you've been thinking about, or this intrigues you, okay, because obviously I know a lot of people on here, I'm going to get a lot of calls. It's going to happen. Okay. And I bring this out, and I know really no one really does it. No one talks about the seriousness of what's going on, but I think it's super important. And I think I think all of you should know. I mean, why not? Right. I think that me being a financial advisor and saying this and being transparent is enough for all of you to understand that there's a lot of other things out there that you don't even recognize that are real in this world of finance. Okay. Sadly, no one really thinks about your name. They think about your account number and your value in the account. Okay. They don't care about your necessities or goals or who passed away when. Okay. They think about how much money's in your account. Don't let that be the case. Okay. So again, have a free consultation. Give me a call today or this week at 850-565-1705. Again, that's 850-565-1705.